Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today for another thought from the Bible here from Liberia in West Africa. Now, my husband Dave and I sometimes enjoy watching a show on TV from the UK, and it's called Saving Lives at Sea. It's about an organisation in the UK called the RNLI, and they operate lifeboats which go out and rescue people who are in danger in the ocean surrounding that nation, or on rivers or lakes, wherever people may be in trouble in the water. And the introduction of that show is the same every time, although they change the pictures behind it for each season. Basically, there's a voiceover talking about how the UK is an island nation, how much we enjoy the ocean, and just a little intro into what the RNLI is and what they do. And right at the end of that introduction is a little clip with one of the rescuers grabbing onto somebody who they're rescuing, and they shout in this really kind of iconic way, "Hold on!" as they grip on to this person. And Dave and I always laugh because we've watched the show for long enough to know that in that introduction they change the video clip each time but keep that little voiceover, so it always looks really dramatic at that moment. And I don't know why, but that cry of "hold on" has become a little bit of a feature in our household. We use it jokingly quite a lot, like if we're holding something or, you know, clinging onto something, the other one might be like, "Hold on." It makes us laugh. But lately though, it's kind of felt like a bit of a rallying cry for life itself. Now, I always try and be honest with you on this channel. I want to be real and relatable, and in all honesty, life's been quite hard lately. It's not been easy. There have been quite a few difficult moments. We've had a lot of news coming in over the last few weeks about people who will be leaving our team here in Liberia. Of the 7 families, international families who live and work here, 3 of them will be leaving in the coming months. One family is already gone, and that's really difficult. It means a lot of change. It means saying goodbyes to people who have been your family here, who you've connected with, who you love. And then on top of that, we'd been hoping that we'll be getting new engineers to the program here to help take the load off Dave a little bit, and we found out that they're likely to be delayed, and that means a longer time where Dave's going to be stretched as the only engineer in program once again. That combined with some of the hardships of just living in a country and a culture that's not your own, and a pretty nasty cold that I've had for the last few days as well. You may be able to hear. Hopefully I'll get through this video. All in all, it's kind of left me feeling in the last couple of weeks that holding on is about all I can manage. There's not much else I can do. All I can do is hold on. For the first time in, I don't know, nearly 4 years since I've been recording these videos, I nearly didn't do one for this week. Not with a planned holiday, but just because I didn't fancy it. Didn't really feel up for it. I didn't have any ideas. But then as I read through the Bible, something jumped out at me so strongly with everything that's been going on that I felt like I just had to share it. And I hope that it's an encouragement for you too. It's getting toward the end of the year, so my Bible reading plan has me in the book of Revelation, the last book of the Bible. And at the start of that book, you find some letters addressed to 7 churches in the province of Asia. And Jesus himself spoke the words of these letters to the Apostle John, who wrote them down. Now, whether these were actual messages to actual assemblies or whether they're more prophetic visions shared for the future, that's a whole other topic. You can research that if you want to. But either way, they're really good to read. They can forewarn us of snares that we may face things that can pull us away from our faith, and also encouragements too. They are certainly worth exploring. And the one that caught my eye this time was part of the message to the church at Thyatira. And it talks about this woman, a false prophet, who has pulled many people into some bad practices, who has really shaken the church there. But then it goes on to say, "Now I say to the rest of you in Thyatira, to you who do not hold to her teaching and have not learned Satan's so-called deep secrets, I will not impose any other burden on you except to hold on to what you have until I come." You might be able to understand why it jumped out at me with the kind of thoughts and feelings that I've been having the last couple of weeks. Hold on. Just hold on. Hold on to what you have until I come. Sometimes all that we can do is to hold on. But there's a feeling that we always need to be pressing forward. We always need to be achieving some great monumental thing in our lives. I've got lists full of books still to be written, more Bible studies, more novels, and yet it's months since I've written anything new because life, just doing the day-to-day things of life, has been so busy. Getting my new book published, just doing the weekly tasks that need doing, shopping, cooking, cleaning, all of those things that take so much time, all of the normality on top of everything that's been going on in our lives. And with everything else going on, that can lead to a bit of a sense of failure. You know, I should be achieving more, right? I'm 37 now. I'm kind of closer to 40 than to 30, that's for sure. Shouldn't I have done more with my life? And maybe you've felt some familiar sentiments. You know, I should have achieved more. I should have done more. I should have been more successful. I should be making better use of my time. I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. I don't know what God wants me to do. I think that we've all felt like that at some point or other in our lives, especially in these seasons where everything feels so chaotic and all you feel like you can do is just cling on by your fingernails. There's even a feeling that God may be disappointed in us, right? You know, He's made me fearfully and wonderfully and given me these skills, and I'm not using them. Have I let Him down? Does He look at me and think, "Oh, wow, she could be doing better, couldn't she? You know, she should be using her time more effectively." And maybe sometimes that's true, but sometimes God sees us and sees that we just need to hold on. I love those words spoken in that verse in Revelation, because there's no judgment there. There's no, this church, wow, they should be, you know, putting more practices in place. Here's a 10-point list of everything that they could be doing to try and improve their situation. Or, you know, they could be more busy, they could be achieving, and yet that's not what Jesus says. He says, hold on. Hold on to what you have. Now, I love how Ecclesiastes puts it when it says that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. And sometimes we will find ourselves in a season of activity, a season where it's all go, 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 and everything's falling into place, and we're moving forward, and it's all going really well, and we're pushing on, and we feel like we're doing what we should be doing, and we're in the place where we should be. But that's not always the case. Other times there may be a season where we simply need to hold on to what we have, where we need to cling on to Jesus, cling on to our rock, who is stable in any turbulent seas that we may face. We can always hold on to him. We can root ourselves once again into that vine. If that's where you find yourself today, that's okay. That's okay. Jesus himself spoke those words. Hold on to what you have. Hold on to Jesus. And know that he is holding you too. Isaiah chapter 41 says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the expectation. Let go of that false pressure that you've applied to yourself. Let go of fears for the future. Let go of all of that and simply hold on to Jesus. He's holding you, and you can hold on to him. No guilt, no condemnation. Simply hold on. Thank you so much for joining me for that thought from the Bible. And just a little plug, there's still time before Christmas. If you're looking for a present idea for you, for somebody else, my first Bible study book is available on Amazon right now. Amazon UK, US, Australia, Canada, all across Europe. You can get hold of this book, and I would love to hear how you find it. I'd love to hear if it's been a useful resource to you, if it's been a blessing to you. So do pick up a copy and let me know. And thank you so much for joining me today for that thought from the Bible. I'll be back on Wednesday next week with one more video for this year. So I will see you then.